Come in.
Hi Natalie, Tiana's here for her interview.
Hi Tiana, nice to meet you. So, what brings you in today?
Just here for the interview to talk with you about the job.
Alright, well tell me a little about yourself from the start to the beginning to the end.
Okay, so I'm born and raised in Colorado. I come from a family of 4. My parents, my dad is a farmer and self-employed, and my mom is a paraprofessional. She works at the school. I have one younger sister who is a senior in high school this year, and that's about it. I come from a really tiny town.
Tell me about your education. Where do you attend school? What's your major?
I attend school at the University of Oklahoma. I am majoring in human relations.
Great. Tell me about your experience there.
My experience at OU has been different. Like I said, I came from a really tiny town, and so coming to OU was a big shock because literally the campus is the size of my whole county. And so graduating with 18 kids and then big classes, it was a little overwhelming, but overall I've been able to actually find my spot at OU and make it feel like home.
Well, tell me about the most meaningful job you've had. What company? What were your responsibilities?
At this point, it kind of sounds strange, but I would say my most meaningful job would be my nannying position. I practically raised the 2 kids, especially the baby, and it was really just impactful because I was able to be the light and like guide the kids and show them that they are worth something.
Well, what aspect of the position did you like the most and why?
The aspect I like the most, I would say, is the influence I had on the kids. I spent literally every day with them, and so I was able to really influence them.
What did you like the least?
The hours. The hours were terrible. I had to be to work by at least 6 every morning, and granted I was generally off by like 8:30, but when you have classes all day, you're up all day, and then if you work in the evening, you're there until at least 8:30 or 9. And it just makes for a long day when you had homework and everything after.
So what made you leave this position?
I left because I decided I needed to pursue a job that had to do with my degree in human relations.
What does a career have to give you satisfaction?
To give me satisfaction, I feel like a career just needs to, the people I work with have care. It's just not a I walk in, I walk out, just clock in and out job. There actually is connections, talking, getting to know one another. It's personable.
What industries have you considered pursuing?
I've looked at a couple different industries. I'm really open for anything. I love people, so I'm open to working with whoever, whenever, as long as there's, like I said, I mean, any job's going to have human interaction, but on a level of I guess, intimacy where you can really get to know them and understand them personally.
Well, what do you like about yourself?
I would say about myself is I'm timely. I really hate being late to places, and so it's really something that I work really hard on is influencing others to be on a timely manner as well. So, and then also just the level that I do care about people. Sometimes I battle with it, but I care a lot about people, and I always want people to know that they deserve the best. So,
well, regarding your work, what are the 2 things you do best?
For my work, I would say back to like something I enjoy about myself is the timeliness. I feel like that's really important for a job. I feel like if there's a meeting at 2:30 and you're walking in at 2:29, like that doesn't represent yourself well, and that also, to me, it's extremely stressful. If I'm not at least 5 minutes late, I am stressed out to the max. And so that's something that I would definitely say is positive.
Well, what are you motivated by?
My motivation comes from seeing others succeed. I love to see people know that they are worth something and that they've accomplished something that they've looked at and thought, I'm never going to get to the top of that mountain, but then they get there. And so it's motivating to me to know that I can have an impact on them and their lives can potentially be changed because they were able to accomplish something greater than themselves.
What do you think are your weaknesses?
A weakness, I would say personally, even though like I'm on time with things, sometimes I'm a big procrastinator. It's really easy for me to just be like, oh, I'll do that later. I'm going to take a nap real quick. And I think that's also coming from like the college, because I have more free time in college, and so I'm not there the whole time. So that's kind of a struggle sometimes, is that I procrastinate things.
What type of work environment do you prefer?
I would prefer, like I stated before,
Excuse me.
a work environment that's just close, like friendly, and everybody, like I said, we're all talking, working together. I like team aspects of trying to get things done. I feel like it's more beneficial. You not only get to know the people you're working with, but you get to learn their points of views, and they influence you on their points of view, so you can see it from a different aspect. So an environment that people are willing to work together and help each other out.
How would you handle a challenge or conflict at work?
Challenges and conflicts are hard to face. I would start by, if it's between me and somebody else, facing it with them and seeing like if we can just solve it between us, if it's something small or whatever, just understanding it. And if it's a bigger challenge or conflict that we have to face, going to somebody, the next person above, if that's necessary, so that it can be handled in a manner that's efficient.
Are you more of a leader or a follower?
I would definitely say I'm more of a leader. It's really easy for me to just jump in and take control of something, and it's something that I kind of battle with, and I've tried to become more of a follower in some aspects, because often I feel like I just trump over people whenever I'm trying to lead, because it's really easy for me to just get in there and be like, let's do this, this, and this, and just organize it all. So,
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
in 5 years, it's kind of challenging, because like I said, I'm just kind of go with the flow, so I'm really up for anything. But in the next 5 years, I really hope to have a job that I enjoy, and I don't feel like I'm going to work every day. I feel like I'm just enjoying it. Not that I want my job to be super easy and laid back, but I want it to be something that I enjoy, and I don't dread Monday mornings and look forward to Friday afternoons.
What do you like to do outside of work?
Outside of work, I'm involved in a lot of stuff. I love photography, so I'm often doing photography for weddings or senior photos or whatever. And then dance, I have done ballet since I was 5, so I love to dance and try to do that in my free time. If not, I just like to watch Netflix.
Excuse me. What qualities do you like the most in your coworkers?
And coworkers, again, I feel like I've kind of reiterated on this, but the friendliness, it's a lot easier to work in a situation when people are willing to be open with you and help you, and not just build a brick wall up against you. So definitely friendliness and willingness to help.
What is your availability?
My availability is really open, actually, because I'm looking for anything, and so pretty much anytime I'm available.
Why should I hire you?
I feel that you should hire me because I am a hard worker, and like I'm dedicated to a position. Whenever I start, I go with it and I stick with it. I really try and look at other people's perspectives of things and get the whole idea, rather than just saying, oh, this is the way I see it, this is what I want to do. I try to get other people's opinions and views, because I know that my view is not always the right way, and I don't want to offend somebody in that way. And I feel like that's something that's becoming easier for people to do, but it's also a challenge, and especially because we are in a time at this point where offense is a big thing. Anything can be offensive, and so I think it's really important and something that I'm working on, but I feel like it's necessary.
Is there anything you'd like to add about yourself?
I don't really think so. I mean, I just I'm generally a very positive person. I mean, like I said, I'm human. We're all human, so things get down. But I generally try to be a positive, upbeat person that involves everybody.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. What are your expectations of the position?
My expectations are for a person to get here on time, be a hard worker, and just be happy where they are.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
I don't think so. I think that's all.
All right. Well, it's nice to meet you,
Yes.
Kiana.
Thank you.
You're welcome.